let's talk about best ways, if there is a best way to consume CBD for PTSD. Is it better to smoke it? Is it better to eat it, take drops, eat a gummy?
So it's the consumption side of it, the dosing side of it. It's a really is a case by case basis. So a lot of it is your body weight in the sense of how much of it you want to consume, and also the best way to consume it. A lot of it is personal preference. Some old school people don't like putting a tincture in their under their tongue. Some people only or habitually do really like to smoke, and that's something they really enjoy. And then some people just like to eat gummies or a pill or something like that. For me, I think the healthiest way to do it and the way that it is most effective and quickest are the tinctures. So that would be drops under your tongue. You let it sit there for 30 to 60 seconds. The longer, the better, though, because the quicker it's going to absorb. And that's something that's going to act fast. You can also, we have some flavored options. So, it's a good tasting thing. The soft gels are really popular because it's the consistent same dose. You don't taste anything, but they take closer to an hour to kick in. Same thing with like an edible or a gummy. Those are the most fun. But you're usually getting stuff that has additives or, the sugars, the syrups, stuff that, if you're in the wellness side of things, you don't necessarily need to mix. It's nice, it's fun, but it's not like the healthiest, most recommended. I think the drops and then the soft gels are really good options. And then smoking it, it's the worst way to absorb it in your body, but it is one of the quicker ways to absorb it at the same time. So smoking it's even quicker than taking it under the tongue, but you need a lot more of it usually. But in its own right, smoking can be the best way, depending on what people's issues are, especially, neurologically. Like the seizure side of things and the shakes of things. Like, sometimes there's lots of studies and cases where one hit will, bring somebody back to normal for a couple hours. So it really depends on what your situation is. With PTSD, I think all of those options are good. If the person smokes cigarettes and is very familiar with smoking already, that's not a bad alternative. There's a lot of studies showing that it helps with addiction as well. It can help curb some of those other issues. But if I were to recommend it, I would say the tinctures are the best across the board as far as being pretty quick, very accurate, tasting pretty good. So that's what I would say.